John here with another video, and this is part 8 of the CIDOS development video series. And in this episode we're going to add some SD to IEC commands. So we're going to be adding change directory, dismount, mount, make directory, remove directory and root directory. These are the most common commands that I picked out of the SD to IEC system. So here we go. So it's very the SD to IEC commands are very simple. So for the change directory, what we do is the first thing we need to do is find the directory name. So we test to see if there was a quote, and then we set up the DOS command. So the DOS command is going to have C and then D in the DOS command, and then followed by a colon, and then we grab the directory name, which happens to be the file, which is exactly the same as the file name. So we grab the file name, and then we put a slash at the end of it before we jump to DOS. And what that does is it changes the to the directory that you've specified. Now if you haven't got that directory there, then obviously it's going to error. But that's as simple as it gets. So with that we'll go on to dismount, which is even easier, because basically what you're telling the SD to IEC to do is to run the command CD colon back arrow, and what that does, it dismounts the current image that the SD to IEC is currently looking at, and so it reverts you back to the memory card. And that's and because we've laid all the foundation for all these commands, that's as easy as it gets. Make directory, exactly the same as change directory. The only difference is instead of CD we use MD as the DOS command, followed by a colon, and then we get the file name, which is the directory name. Make directory, so mount, exactly the same as make directory, it's just that we're using the CD command to change directory, colon, and then we find the directory name. And of course remove directory is going to be exactly the same as everything else. It's RD colon, and then we get the file name. And then last but not least is root directory. Now this is going to be different, because what we're doing is we're going to send to the DOS routine CD / / and that's it. That's all it takes. So what I've done, so if we close all these, so what I've done is I've included all of them into the main project. Save that, and then if we go into the tokenizer, I have added the commands to the tokenizer. So there we go. So we've got mount, dismount, root directory, change directory, and make directory, remove directory, and the addresses to go with it. Now the problem with this is I don't think Vice emulates the SD to IEC. So the only way we can find out is to try it. So what I'm going to do is we'll run it and see if it does know the SD to IEC commands, which I doubt it. So new SYS 64738. Right, so we have, let's try root dir, see what happens. Yes, yeah, so we're getting the syntax error, which basically means that Vice does not understand the SD2IEC command. So what I'm going to do is we'll put this onto a SD2IEC disk and we'll fire it up in the Commodore 64 and see how the commands work. But I think what we'll do first is we'll add the other commands, because I think we've got lock and unlock and then the generic ones, which is help, about, and there's a couple of other ones as well. Yeah, I think we ain't got many commands to put in now. But yeah, let me see what I can do. I've got to dig a 64 out to do this, but let me see if I can put this on. Let me put this onto the SD2IEC system, load it in on the 64, and then we'll see if it works there. It's got to be done. So I will see you in a short while. Right, take care. Bye. Hello. Right, I have set up the 64. I've loaded the memory card with the CIDOS program. So here we go. Just going to switch on the 64 now. There we go. So we'll load. I think it's on 9. Here we go. We'll just see what's on here. We should see CIDOS, and I think it's at the bottom. There it is, CIDOS. So we'll load CIDOS in. 9,1. There we go. So SYS 64738. Right, catalogue. Well, we can do it. It should say device not present. There we go. So device 9. There we go. Catalogue. We've still got that issue. That's it. So close to, I think it is, catalogue. Oh no. 64738. So that's something we need to look at, that it's not closing the file on catalogue. So device, where are we? So we're on device 9, so catalogue. There we go. So should we try and mount test? Okay, so mount test.d64. Oops. Yes. Image file invalid. That's a new one. Maybe it is invalid. Let's try Dre copy D64. So mount Dre copy.d64. There we go. Catalogue. So now that's Dre copy. So maybe my test form is invalid. So we should be able to dismount. Yep. Catalogue. Yep. So we should be able to change directory. So we've got a directory in here. Let's change directory to loft. So CD. Oh no, CD. Change dir loft. Yep. Oh. File not found. Right. We need to look at the change. Let's open 15, 9, 15, CD loft. Close 15. Right, catalogue. Ah, it's that backslash. Gonna have to take that backslash out of the code. Right, okay. So root dir should take us back. Yep. Catalogue. Yep, so that's done that. Make dir jcd dir. Yep. Oh, it's done it. See if we've got a new directory. jcd dir, there it is. Right, so change dir jcd dir. Yep. Oh dear. Open 15, 8, 15, cd jcd dir. Close 15. Oh, it's not 8, is it? 9. What am I thinking? Close 15. Let's try that again. Done it. Right, catalogue. That's alright. Right. So root dir. Yeah. Catalogue. So it's still there, so we're going to try remove direct. So remove dir jcd dir. Yep. So it says it's done it. So catalogue, and it's gone. So we've got the problem with the change directory because the backslash seems to be doesn't need to do it, but and also we need to look at the catalogue because it didn't close when it errored. It didn't close the file. Alright then, I'll see you back on the computer. Won't be long. Bye. Right then, we're back on the computer. So first things first, let's sort out the catalogue problem. So catalogue command. So basically when we jump to the error handler, so here, I think it was here, we left it open and really we shouldn't. So cat jcr cat close file. So if we do that and close the file that we've just opened, because that's probably where it happened, but what we need to do is we need to push the accumulator onto the stack, because that's where the error is. Then do that. And then pull it back. That does it. I think we should do the same here. So push the accumulator onto the stack, go do our close file, and then pull it back. I think that's the only two places. Branch if not equal to cat error. That's here, so that does it anyway. But they didn't. Right, so that's sorted that out. And the other thing was to sort out the change directory because of the slash. So we do the colon, and then it was this here. It didn't like us putting the slash in, so we won't put the slash in anymore. Take that out, and then we'll have to try it again. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to code the rest of it, and we'll make sure it all works on the final video. But it just shows you that even though you can code on the emulator, there are some things that emulator can't emulate, and you have to try it on the physical hardware. So let's we'll call this a day for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.